Alrighty, so back again for another weekend review. The standard stuff at turn one. But yeah, massive move from George to take the first place. It lasted a few laps. Obviously didn't have the pace for first, but it was nonetheless a great first little few laps for George. With Lando, a bit of a shame. He was probably the fastest car in clean air. Max was saying that they were the fastest car as well, he reckons. I believe that, Max just always thinks that the other car's faster at the moment. But yeah, a super good start from George. And Max was just too strong. Within, 3 laps, he's back in front of that. So that kind of wrote the race from there. Max is he's on another level. 7th win of the season. Can basically say he's gonna walk away with this championship, but you never know. It's kind of just gonna be up in the air for, I believe, second place will, be the fun one to watch throughout the season. So we get a few laps in. The pace is starting to kind of settle down. The pecking order is getting set, and what do we have? We have the Ferraris going at it wheel to wheel again, as always. It's becoming quite a common occurrence with the two boys, and they touch. The racing's racing. Understand, you want them to race, but God, surely for Ferrari, they've just got to be like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing here? Every single time it's them two on the track, one versing each other basically, and they're only losing out to each other. They're not gaining anything from it. It's just, there's something that they need to definitely do to really just sort that out between them. I know, they both want to be the best, but still, it's kind of hard when every single race they seem to be battling each other and just losing out. They're not gaining anything from it. So there was a couple of instances through this race with them, but still nothing seeming to be done. Now, get on to more of Carlos. He's racing great, defending very hard, just feeling like maybe he's defending a little too hard against his teammates and in places where he probably shouldn't be. Probably not the weekend he wanted, but a good recovery from Ferrari for where they ended up, considering how they were last race around.
And next up, I'm just going to get into a bit of stuff about Sergio. So he finally made Q3 for the first time in 4 rounds, only qualified 8th, which he's not getting the performance out of the car. He has the biggest gap to his teammate. I know Max is Max, but still, there's no one else that is as far away from their teammate in qualifying or in the race than Sergio is to Max. He was 10th until the last lap, so it's kind of, doesn't look great. He was, obviously 11th because of the penalty, but still, just not another great weekend for Sergio. Just one to be forgotten again, I guess. I haven't seen his race review, how he thought about himself, but I just think that, this whole Red Bull deal for a year is just not going to happen. Mercedes, good race. Good to see Lewis back on the podium, and obviously George with that start. But I believe it's the 18th consecutive year now that Lewis has had a podium, I see. But it was a pretty solid drive. Obviously put it on the third row or second row, sorry, in qualifying, and he started third, finished third, which is probably the most that he could have hoped for that race. Kind of slow at the back of the pack. Oscar didn't have a very good race, didn't have a good quali, didn't have a good race, kind of just did not hit the ground running at all this weekend. Other than that, you had the Astons. They were just kind of in no man's land. They just didn't really suit them, this track. Same with the Alpines, you know, they got points, but really same thing. Wasn't a super exciting race for the guys. Williams, yeah, same. Just was not great. Pretty much running around at the back of the pack. This track just does not suit them. They've always been slow here with the heavier car, but they're just, you know, looking forward to next race. And probably the least exciting would have been for the V-Carbs. They brought an upgrade, but it just didn't seem to work with this track. And considering the high of last round, to come to now and be at the back of the grid basically, just not great. So yeah, look forward to next weekend for all the boys. We've got a triple header coming up, so plenty of action coming our way. So be a fair few more videos coming out. So if you're enjoying the content and you are liking it, just give it a like and comment down below who you thought the winners and the losers were of this race and what you're looking forward to in the next ones. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.